Hey guys, good afternoon. Jaqueline Fernandez here. We're going to be talking about some BBB tips for tax season. It's obviously a casual Friday for me today. I've got my cool Frida earrings on, loving it, nerdy glasses, hair clips. Let's do this. Happy Friday to you if you are at home watching today. So today's topic is not fun, but one that I think is pretty important. We're talking about preparing your business for tax season, right? So tax season, unfortunately, it is just right around the corner, which means now is the perfect time for small business owners to start getting ready. So these practical tips can help you get a handle on your taxes and your overall business finances during tax season and beyond. So we're going to talk about some tips from the BBB today to prepare you to give away a huge chunk of change to Uncle Sam. So here's how to get your business ready for tax season. The BBB says, know your federal and state tax obligations, understand employment taxes, find out when taxes are due ahead of time, separate your personal from your business finances, take a year-round approach to taxes, hire an accountant, that's my personal favorite as a non-small business owner, regardless, it just makes things so much easier. And lastly, of course, BBB tip number one, watch out for those scams. Okay, so we are gonna go and start with know your federal and state tax obligations. So let's go over here. Okay, know your federal and state tax obligations. Requirements vary state by state, right, and can change depending on the structure of your business. So you'll need to do some research and find out how to calculate your state and federal taxes. So we're at this sba.gov/business-guide/ a bunch of other stuff, right? But it's from the U.S. Small Business Administration. Pay your taxes, choose your tax year. They've kind of laid this out for you, right? So this site makes it pretty easy. This is about state and federal taxes. The IRS Small Business and Self-Employed Tax Center can also kind of help you figure out, what you want to do, understanding employment taxes, depositing and reporting employment taxes, employment tax due dates, all important information. And USA.gov Small Business Tax Information. This can help you determine what federal taxes you owe. Information about state taxes can be found on your state's Department of Revenue website. So that's the first tip, know your federal and state tax obligations. We've laid out a few websites for you here this morning, or this afternoon rather. Next on the list, understand employment taxes. So employment taxes include Social Security and Medicare taxes, federal income tax withholding, and federal unemployment or the FUTA tax. To learn more about these, see the IRS article on employment taxes for small businesses. That's where we are. So we were just there earlier, and we are back on that same page again. So this might be one that you might be interested in bookmarking for future. You can just hit pause on your screen there and take a look at that web address that might help you out. Next on the list, find out when taxes are due ahead of time, right? So scrambling to make a payment just before its due date is stressful, and you may incur a penalty for late payments. That sucks. I've been there many times before. Don't let it happen to you. Avoid the stress by learning when your taxes will be due and plan ahead to make the payments on time or early. That's another thing. I mean, payday, I'm making those payments early. That way I know what I have in my account, when, and what is due. The IRS tax calendar can help you. Here's that webpage. Helps you keep track of when payments are due and can even send you email reminders a week or two in advance of payment due date. So that's pretty awesome. I also like that they have this online tax calculator in Spanish as well. So for your amigos se hablan español, this is a good place to go as well. Next on the list here, separate your personal and business finances. Many small business owners struggle with this, okay? So separating your finances, though, is worth the effort, the BBB says. Not only will it be easier to sort through your income and expenses as you prepare your taxes each year, but it will make the audit process much smoother should you ever be subject to one. So small business owners, I mean, I can only imagine what that headache would be like in the beginning, but a headache in the short term sounds like a pretty good long-term investment. Next on the list here, take a year-round approach to taxes. It's tempting to forget about taxes the moment the due date passes, right? But creating good habits throughout the year will help you avoid the stress of struggling to get all your paperwork and payments together last minute. Make an effort to track your expenses, digitize receipts, and invest in software, right? So, wait, is this sorry, I'm jumping around here. Invest in software. You get the idea. I don't have that link available, I apologize. So investment software to improve your record keeping and facilitate accurate tax payments made on time. Here's my favorite tip for you today. Hire an accountant. Here we are again on the Better Business Bureau website, choosing the best accounting. Oh, here's the software link. Okay, also on the BBB. Sorry about that. Then we're moving ahead to accountants near you. So you can filter by distance, categories, BBB rating, state. So that's super helpful. Bad gateway, whatever that means, that's not helpful. However, this is where you want to go to do that. Not all small business owners are accounting experts, right? And most don't have the time needed to keep track of the accounts while making sure all the other aspect of their business is running smoothly. So hiring a qualified accountant or a tax preparer, right, is a wise business investment that can help your business thrive and even save you money in the long run. The National Foundation for Credit Counseling, they're right up here. Here we are on their website. They say, quote, seeing as you don't necessarily need to have your accountant on staff full-time and can instead pay them solely for their services, there is no reason not to seek an expert to prepare your taxes and educate you on how best to align your business finances. So that's a great tip there. And then lastly, protect yourself from scams, right? So we're back on the BBB website here. Con artists have come up with a number of tax scams designed to cheat you out of your money or steal your business identity. Always guard your sensitive tax, business, and personal information carefully and get to know how the IRS works to avoid being fooled, right? So always great tips on bbb.org, IRS or CRA impersonation scams. Here they are. Tax identity theft scams, email phishing scams, so many scams these days. So, you know, this is the Better Business Bureau is definitely a favorite on my webpage for sure. And that's it for today's topic. Now remember, you can always access what we've discussed online. Again, visit bbb.org to look up a business, file a complaint, write a customer review, report a scam, and read tips. And now you know what to look out for. So some good news there. Before we go though, let's take a live look outside this afternoon. Oh my gosh, do you see it? Sunshine. That is so exciting for me. So from, if memory serves, from what Emily Roller was saying yesterday, today's going to be the best day, right, of the week, essentially, at the end of the week, I should say. So enjoy the sunshine while you've got it. Maybe fill up the gas in your car. Let's take a look at drivers out there from this NDOT camera at I-80 and 72nd Street. So traffic flowing pretty smoothly. Again, loving the sunshine out there. And really looking forward to a weekend inside with some Netflix and chill, perhaps. So we'll see. But before we go, just want to say thanks again for joining me every Friday. I'm here at the Alert Desk, and we're pushing on Facebook Live and doing a bunch of other technical stuff that I have no idea what's going on. I have my lovely web team behind me here. You can see Gina Jacobs over here. You can't see him, he's hiding from me. But yeah, so it's definitely a team effort to get this done and off the ground, and just want to say thank you so much for watching, and have a fabulous Friday and an even better weekend.